Hey guys, this is Jess from Curse here, continuing with your Gamescom 2013 coverage. Right now, I'm standing at the Blizzard booth. We're going to talk a little bit about Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls that we just saw the press conference for yesterday. So here with me to help with this, I've got Kevin, the lead game designer, and Christian, the art director for the game. So hi, how are you? How's the show been so far?
It's been great so far. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, it's awesome so far.
Awesome. So now I got to see the press conference, saw a lot of the changes, like the level cap increase to 70, I believe, the new class. One of the things I wanted to hear more about was the way you guys are redoing the loot system in Diablo 3.
Right, so Loot 2.0 is what we're calling it, and it's sort of a reimagining of the entire system. So I think first and foremost, we're simply being more generous with the loot. There's more of it. But one of the things we're really focusing on is the legendary items. These are all the epic items, and our goal for this is to revamp all the existing ones, of which there was a lot, and add a lot of new ones, and have each of them have a unique effect, so each item does something that nothing else in the world does. And as such, I think we're getting a lot of extra gameplay out of that. An example we showed at the press conference was Jawbreaker, which is a monk fist weapon, and it encourages people to do dashing strikes, which is a battle crossing ability, and having them zipping around the battlefield. If they do it for enemies that are further than 25 meters away, they get the skill for free. So it really encourages a style of gameplay that many people may not want to try, or have not tried in the past, and will make them want to try it now.
Yeah, and of course this is all part of endgame for everyone. So that we really sort of, while we're releasing one new act, and we're really excited about that, it really adds a lot more playtime for players with all these new systems that we're introducing. Loot 2.0 is one of them. We have the Paragon 2.0, and really, that sort of enriches the entire experience. It makes it more fun to play.
And now you touched on a Paragon 2.0, and that's one of the things that our community in particular was really interested in hearing about with some of those changes. Can you guys tell me more about that?
Sure. So the Paragon system is now endless. So people, as long as they're playing, they're always getting experience, and they're always getting Paragon points. So once you reach the level cap of 70 and you stop getting primary skills, you can now start customizing your character. So we sort of had the best of both worlds. People can change their build whenever they want, which was an issue in Diablo 2. We solved that in Diablo 3, and now we're adding extra customization. So the longer you play, the more you can customize. In addition, it's universal, so any characters people have on that account, they can all spend the same Paragon points.
Haven't said it all. Great. One of the other questions we received was when PvP will finally be added?
So PvP is something we're still interested in, and we still talk about a lot. So it was pretty majorly delayed. We did a complete reset, and it's still something we're thinking about, but we have nothing new to announce on it today.
Okay. Now you revealed one of the new classes at the press conference yesterday. Are there more to come, or is it just the one being added?
The Crusader is the new class for the expansion. There are a lot of features we haven't talked about yet, and we will reveal more in the near future. But there was so much stuff, it was hard to pick what we should talk about today. We already have a pretty full slate of things that we're discussing. So.
Okay, there's a lot. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, same thing.
So there's a lot that you guys know, but you can't tell us yet.
Of course.
That makes sense. Well, one of the other big questions is, do you guys have a release date in mind?
No.
Soon is the official answer.
How soon?
When it's done, when we're ready to release.
That's exactly the answer I kind of expected.
Insert standard Blizzard answer here.
As soon as it's ready. Well, I mean, that's good. We wouldn't want you guys to, pick a release date, kind of push it out just because you felt like you had to. Great. Were there any other really cool things about Reaper of Souls that I didn't ask that you guys wanted to mention?
Yeah, there's a few other features we should talk about. We have randomized exterior zones as well. So all of the dungeons in Diablo 3 were random. Now the outside areas are random as well. So there's a lot more replayability in it. And we're taking advantage of that. And we're taking all of the promise of replayability that a Diablo game has. The random monsters, the random levels, the random loot, random bosses, random weather, lighting, everything. And condensing that into a feature that we're calling loot runs. These are 15 to 20 minute segments of gameplay where you have monsters in unusual places. The example we showed yesterday, just one of them, was we have the big beasts, these big charging things, and you have to avoid their charge. We usually put them in open areas. We have them in the archives of Zoltan Kulle, which are narrow corridors. So it's an interesting place where people have to try different tactics out. And these are really, it's like drinking Coke syrup instead of Coke itself. It's all that replayability randomized in a tiny little section.
Okay.
Yeah, there's sort of 5 to 15 minute runs, so you can sort of get in, get your fix, and then walk out of it. Although most of the time that doesn't quite work out that way. You end up playing a lot more. But yeah, And then we also have, of course, randomized environments, like Kevin said. But we're very excited about, visually speaking, that Reaper of Souls really is a very dark and gothic sort of expansion. When you have the Angel of Death and Death itself that you're actually having as your villain, you really have an opportunity to sort of dig deep into all the things that we so much love about Diablo.
And finally, do you guys have a price point for Reaper of Souls?
Yeah, we do. I don't know what it is.
You don't know, or you can't tell me?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just make things fun. I don't do any of the business stuff.
Okay, you guys aren't the PR. You make the game, and that's it. Great. Well, thank you guys so much. Once again, I'm Jess from Curse, continuing with your Gamescom 2013 coverage. This coverage has been brought to you by Alienware. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the game.